everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. My name is Yvette. So before we get into today's video, please be sure to subscribe, and then make sure you turn on the notification bell next to the subscribe button. So in today's video we are going to talking about the connection between food and your mental health. So I think it is a very important topic to cover, as I obviously realized in the years that it's really weird. So like whenever I have I don't know, whenever I feel a bit funny, then obviously my eating goes a bit bad. If I feel great, my eating is really fine, or I need the other way around as well. So lots of times if I eat something bad, like I feel bad. And obviously there's a saying, what they say, what you eat is what you become. And I really believe that is kind of the truth, or it makes sense. So I had a little research about like the whole thing, because I kind of wanted to figure it out for myself as well. So the first thing is anxiety and depression depends a lot on what you eat in. And then obviously when you're depressed, you're gonna eat crap food and fatty foods and stuff like that, which I think is very complex, and a lot of things are depending on each other. So if one is not right, then obviously the other one is a bit like as well. So obviously you got two sides of the whole thing. You got psychological and physical, and basically when you're eating your favorite food, you produce endorphin. So it's obviously like why you having like happy feelings after you eat your favorite stuff. And the problem I think with like food in general, that today's day, we're not eating necessarily for hunger and for survival. And obviously like back in the days, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, the humanity were eating because they had to eat to survive and to be strong, and then be able to go out and then like hunt animals and stuff like that, you know, like have power and all that. And then today obviously like we eating just for fun, and people associate food with their childhood, for example. So like I know myself that when I was younger, my mother didn't let us go to have a lot of like, I don't know, burgers and Coke and all that kind of thing. And then if we had like for example Easter, we had fizzy drinks, or we went to McDonald's once a month. So it was kind of like something to we look forward to. So for me, it kind of became like an exciting thing to like have a burger, for example. And my partner always laughs at me, because if we have a takeaway, I always want to have a burger. And he said like, oh, he doesn't understand, like why do I want to always have a burger? Why can I not just have Chinese, or can I have whatever? And I think that's going back to my childhood when I was younger, and obviously we were going to McDonald's, and obviously what you're gonna have in McDonald's is like Happy Meal or whatever, and then you have obviously like a cheeseburger in it or whatever. So I think it's something to do with that I associate the burger with happiness, because I was obviously a little girl and then being all happy because we went to McDonald's. So I think a lot of people were doing like eating because it just gives them that nice feeling, you know, they can feel like how they used to feel when they were younger. Another thing as well, like we associate food with rewards. So if you think about it, like birthday cakes, for example, is a reward that you survived another year, or you have a Christmas cookies, and I don't know, Halloween cake, what's it called, little sweets and stuff. So it's all like, all the bad foods are rewarding you, or is like a special day or something like that. So if a kid is like behaving well, like they say, like, oh yeah, if you're nice, or if you're behaving okay, that you can get whatever people like. So I think we learn that when we are kids, and then as we grow up, we just reward ourselves with a little, I don't know, coffee, or I don't know, like a chocolate bar or a cake or this or that. So like it becomes a thing when you just eat because you want to reward yourself, especially after a stress day. A lot of times people can't be bothered to cook, so like they just tired after work and then they just, I don't know, took some stuff in the microwave, and it's also not the greatest and really high in I don't know, like all the bad stuff in it, and they're very processed, and you know, just easy, like people kind of lazy with it. But then if you think about it, when you start going to the gym, for example, a lot of people change their diet from like 0 to 100, and then they start eating really, really healthy, or like so much healthier than they used to eat. And obviously they start feeling better, and then they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, I feel so much better. And then obviously the exercise part giving you good hormones as well, but like the food side, because you start eating healthy, like you actually put in nutrients in your body and not just fatty, oily, you know, sugary stuff. So obviously like your mood is going to change because you're not going to have all that crap, and then for your body it's easier to digest. It actually gets nutrients out of it. And then that's another thing as well, like obviously today's food is not as high in nutrients that, I don't know, like stuff back in the days. So it's obviously the world is like, or the earth is like overpopulated and stuff, so they have to create or fake different foods. So like I always say, if you think about strawberries, for example, obviously you have the fruit strawberry, but if you look at yogurts, for example, they're not going to be able to make the strawberry yogurt with a little bits in it for so many people in the whole world, you know. It's like they have to come up with something. So I actually read it once that all those little bits in strawberry yogurt are actually some, I don't remember what it was, but it was something nothing to do with strawberry. So it's a little bit scary. I also seen a video before where they were actually making lettuce from, it was like a powder, and then they put it on some sort of like liquid, and then they started like moving it around with like a stick or something, or a spoon, and then the powder became like quite like a plasticky thing because of the liquid, and then they put like a white color and then gone to like a green, and then after they pulled it out like a sheet, like a paper sheet, and then they like, I think, dried it a little bit, and then they just got it together, like it looked like a lettuce. And then if you cut it, it's just crazy like how much it actually looks like a real lettuce. And then when I go to McDonald's, for example, I'm sure that things are not real there, you know, especially like even the vegetables, you know. And it's pretty scary to think about that, or seeing stuff when they inject green color in, food color into, or whatever color, I don't know what it is, into like peas and stuff, and then you buy that because, yeah, I'm eating healthy and stuff, like, you know, you can't really know ever, but it's just pretty scary that obviously the stuff you eat today is not great, because obviously they have to come up with something so people not going to start starving and not having food and all that. So it's really, really scary. Another thing, what causes obviously quite bad things is obviously when you say, for example, you have a stress day at work, and as I said, you reward yourself, and then you're gonna have a kebab or have something like a takeaway or whatever, and you're going to start feeling bad because you're having all that greasy stuff, and then you normally people start showing like signs of depression in like the early stage of like obesity and stuff, and then they say like, obviously when obviously by time you start doing more stuff because you feel worse, and you obviously have to reward yourself, and then you get to the point where you actually just eating for comfort because you associate that with like, oh yeah, it feels really great at the time. And then I love eating food, like I'm a foodie, like literally the best thing ever is tasting food, but yeah, it's just like it makes you feel bad sometimes if you are not eating the great stuff, and then obviously like they put certain things in these fast foods and stuff, it makes you be addicted to them. So it's like you just, I don't know, like I had it lots of times when I went to McDonald's, and then say I have it once and then I just want to go back after, like every day, because I had the taste in my mouth and obviously I love it and oh my god. And then if I don't go for a while, then I've kind of, it's like your brain kind of forgets, and it's like kind of an addiction kind of thing, and then I forget about it, and then I don't go for months or years or whatever, and then get it back again into my system, and then I want to go again, like all the time. So like say now I haven't been probably for, I would say, a year and a half. I haven't been in McDonald's, but before that I was like, oh my god, I want to have like whatever, and it's really easy, and you know, and I have it for like 3-4 days and I feel crap, like seriously, and then before that I never had it for a long time again. And also all these like processed foods are very high in salt, so they are dehydrating your body as well. So like for me, if it depends on what place, because obviously some places a bit more like higher in salt and some places not so much, but say McDonald's is ridiculous. Like if you go there and I eat something, probably like 2 hours later I feel like my mouth is dry, like I just need to drink, and yeah, it's not great as well. So like really dehydrates you. Also I feel like, for example, with Coke, I feel a little bit, I don't know, it's like such a weird feeling. Like I drink Coke and then after 5-10 minutes I have this weird feeling in my throat. It's like I've got stuff, you know, like when you get ill and then you constantly have to like clear your throat and stuff. Like I feel like that, and then I can never find out, like figure out why. And I don't drink like normal Coke because I actually don't like the taste of normal Coke. So we normally drink light or like Diet Cokes or Pepsi Max and stuff like that, so like the zero ones. And the reason for that is not because they are 0 calories, because it's just as bad for you as the sugary ones, because obviously when you drink it, your body still produces insulin and stuff, because obviously it has kind of the taste anyway, and your body doesn't know that, oh yeah, it's just sweetener, it's not sugar and kind of thing. So you still put on weight, which I actually tried drinking like just Diet Cokes for like, I don't know, I had one every day, and then I felt my body, it was just the same as I just start having normal ones, or like I eat like a lot of carbs every day, you know, so I felt like fluffy, I felt like, yeah, it's like a lot of water and tension on me and stuff like that. So like Diet Coke and diet drinks are exactly the same as normal ones. Obviously not sugar in it, but sweeteners or whatever it is, but your body still reacts to it because your body doesn't know what the things are, you know, so it doesn't know how to break it down because it's not natural. So yeah, good news. It's annoying though, but still drink it sometimes because you kind of have to treat yourself once in a while. So I think like when you start to be overweight, and obviously you're eating so much food and you just keep eating and eating and eating, like people developing actual depression, like critical and clinic depression and stuff, but they don't actually realize. And I've been there. So like my past, basically, because in another video I was talking to you about why I stopped exercising and stuff like that. So if you're interested, video down, and then you can check out the link and then have a look at the video. But basically, like I stopped training because of certain things, and obviously my eating wasn't great as well. So I started eating a little bit bad. It wasn't too bad, but like quite, yeah, it's not the greatest, and stopped exercising. So basically I started to feel really down and I was really anxious, and literally I was crying here, and yeah, I did not realize I was depressed, but I was. And like I remember like crying here, and then my partner was telling me like, you need to like do something because you have depression, and I was like, no I don't know, like literally like I proper crying. And then like I just like when you're in that state, you don't know what the hell to do. Like you just like, you feel like you're alone, like you're so lost, and even though you have people around you, you just feel alone. You just feel like everything is crap, like everything it's just like not good, like it's not enjoyable, like you just feel horrible. And then obviously what you do if you're depressed, you're gonna eat crap. So like it's, as I said, it's the other way, like both ways. So if there's like a two-way street, if that makes sense. So like if you eat shit, you're gonna feel shit. If you eat, like feel bad, then you know, you're gonna eat crap. So it's like a mind game. You kind of have to focus, and it's hard because obviously food and eating should be something we do for surviving, but because the foods are very processed, it's really, really hard to just eat and get nutrients out. So we mostly get in the crap out of it, which our body stores it as body fat, and it's really, really hard because, like, say for example right now, because obviously I haven't trained for like 2 years because of my whatever reason, and not eating the best. I'm gonna make another video of myself, like how I used to be and what I used to do, because I used to do lots of activities and stuff, and I stopped doing those things. Obviously not eating the greatest. I always been like lean, like I always had a flat stomach, and believe it or not, when I was 6, they didn't let me go to school because I was too skinny. Like I could not carry the backpack, because where I come from, we like have a lot of books and stuff, and then you carry it home, and you know, and they didn't let me go because I was too skinny. And then if you look at me now, you would not believe it, because I've got strong legs, I've got white hips, you know, I'm quite, like, I don't know what the why, I'm strong, like I don't know, I don't feel like I'm overweight or anything, but I'm a strong person. Like if you look at me, you see like big legs and stuff, you know, and yeah, it's like, it's just like really hard. So like now I feel, obviously I'm 31 now, obviously after 25 everything changes, what they say, but seriously my metabolism's always been super slow, but because I was exercising a lot, I was dancing a lot, I wasn't even thinking about it. I looked great because I just wasn't thinking about it. I had enough calorie output and stuff, so I basically exercised all the time, and then I ate whatever I wanted. Like I was talking to my sister the other day, and we were talking about how many sandwiches we had. Like back in the days, we like smashed 3 sandwiches in one go, and then we were not even close to the size I am right now. And it's just because you relax, you're not thinking about it, you're not stressed about your weight. The more you think about it, I think the worse it gets. But it's really hard to not think about it because of society, because they obviously make you feel in a certain way. But yeah, it's really, really, really hard. But also with the processed food, it makes you feel good for a short time. So when you eat and you have the bars and the adrenaline, and oh my god, I can eat my favorite food, and or like eat takeaway finally, because you might, like say with me, like I'm trying to work out now a lot more, trying to eat well, or like better than I was, and then if we come up with, oh, let's have a takeaway, I'm thinking about, oh, I was like, yeah, I was doing really well in the week, like let's reward myself, as I said earlier, and then it gives you that satisfaction for the time you eating it. And then obviously maybe probably, to be honest with me, like after I finish it I already feel crap, and because I know that it's bad food. But yeah, it's like after that it's just you just don't feel great. It's like there's like a short satisfaction and then really miserable after. So it's not always worth it. So like I found it, like now I'm just like, yeah, we can have it. Like sometimes I come home and say, oh yeah, I want to have a burger, obviously, what else? And yeah, and then we have it, and I'm just like, ugh, why did I have that? But for it's like for that period it was really great. Also, like if you have a balanced diet, like a great diet, you don't have to. If I say diet, I don't mean eating lettuce and just vegetables and stuff. But you have like a flexible diet, which I kind of call mine. Is that I try to eat well, but then if I fancy something, I have it. So it's like kind of controlling myself, and then maybe someday I don't know, I have a chocolate bar, but I'm not gonna have like a chocolate massive, like, you know, bar, or I'm not gonna have like the worst, like highest calorie bar. I'm just gonna I normally look at the back, which is quite pity, but look at it and then I see what is inside it, and then stuff like that, and then I just have something like that. Or you know, so I call that flexible diet. So I just do kind of whatever I feel like, but I'm still trying to make healthier choices. And I think that's the way to go, because you can't live your life dieting forever. So yeah, I wouldn't even call it diet, because it's just me eating whatever I kind of think is good for my body. But my skin got better as well, like eating better, like just changed it so much. My hair is growing like literally ridiculously fast. I was taking like those like gummy bear things for my hair, because it was like dry, it was like breaking, it was like horrible. Obviously, like I had a problem with like my hair, someone messed it up and stuff with like bleach and all that, but it was just not growing. So even though like all the bleach and stuff grow off my head, it's like still being really dry and really like crap. I have so much spots around my chin, which is clearly like your digestive and your guts and stuff, hormones and all that comes out there. So like I had so many spots, and like I literally today I'm wearing like a little makeup, and this is the first time in a long time, because I stopped wearing, I used to wear makeup every day, and like way before I started like eating crap. So it was fine, my skin was fine. And then when I started eating bad, it's like started all the spots and everything. And then I stopped doing makeup, because first I was like, oh yeah, it must be the makeup, because my face can't breathe properly and stuff. Stopped using it, and it's still like that. And obviously, smartly thinking about it, it's like it must be the food. And then I drink so much water, and obviously that flushes out all the toxins and everything. And then eat greater, or so much better. Like have some like you need to eat colourful, if that makes sense. So they always say the rainbow, like you got the different coloured vegetables. Have 5 things a day. Obviously they say that's a really good thing. You can count, like I do count my potatoes as 1. And then you have cucumbers, obviously lots of things, like just fruits, whatever, just make up 5 different things. If you, in like at times in your life when you're eating bad at the moment and you feel down, and you're in that path, just change 1 thing a day. Like you just do 1 for the first time. Like when you're trying to make changes, don't change everything. So like your body and your mind is not gonna cope with it, it's gonna hate it. But if you just change 1 thing, say, I don't know, I'm gonna have, if you let's think about something. So say for example, if you eat pasta every day in the week. Like I used to have a client, and she was Italian, and she's like, oh, I eat pasta every day. And I was just like, it's cool, like eat pasta, but don't eat it every day. So like maybe if you had it, say 7 times a week, have it 3 times a week or 4 times a week, and then cut it down, if that makes sense. So your body is like, it's easier for your body and even your mind, because sometimes it's just our head, it's not even your body, but your body don't need the crap. It's your mind, your satisfaction and everything, and addictions. And yeah, just like you're still having it, but you're not having as much, so it's already something more beneficial for your body. So I think you just cut things down. Like when I used to drink coffee, I used to have it with 2 sugars, and I was like, oh, I want to cut down to no sugars, but I could not stand the taste of coffee with no sugar. So I started with just cutting 1 sugars off, and then I had a drink. Yeah, I think I drank that for about, I don't think even it was like a specific time, but I kind of like put it in my, okay, if I'm cool with it now, so you can get used to the taste with just 1 sugar. And then when I got used to it with 1 sugar, I changed it to brown sugar, which is obviously not as sweet as white sugar. And then got used to that, and then, yeah, and then I cut the sugar off completely, and now I drink it with no sugar, and I absolutely love it. Like, it's fine, it's cool. It's just been getting used to things. So yeah, I definitely would say, like, if you're doing like takeaways or doing bad food, can't be bothered to cook, just cook once a week, or just, little changes. I think they help so much. And then trust me, your mood is gonna be different, but it's not gonna happen overnight either. So like, don't think that, oh yeah, I had a banana today, I'm gonna feel great, because like, your body has to get rid of all the bad stuff. It's probably gonna take you, I would say, a month, like, to get rid of everything, like clear your skin. Like, you're obviously going to lose weight. You're gonna be surprised, because sometimes you don't realize like how many calories are those little crappy things you have. And then just with like drinking water, washing out all the bad stuff of your body is going to make you lose weight, and you're going to be surprised, you're going to feel greater. And then I'm not saying stop eating those kind of things, because I still eat it, but I try to eat it once a week, maybe on Saturday when I had finished the week. Normally I work Saturday morning, so like for me, like Saturday is the best, because I know that, oh yeah, I've got a day off tomorrow, I can have some fun. So yeah, still have it, like there's nothing wrong with like rewarding yourself, but just make sure that you don't do it all the time, and then don't do it too much. And then maybe like have, if you crave, like for me one thing is like really hard. If I eat something, so like I have a meal, I'm craving sweets literally so much after. I have no idea, like I just can't stop, like I just need that taste. So like it's a good, you can just make better choices. You can have like a dark chocolate, you know, because dark chocolate is actually great for you, or have a piece of fruit, which is obviously not going to be the same as a Snickers bar, but just the sweet taste, because sometimes you just after the taste, you know, like you don't need all that like stuff, you know. So if you need to do it daily, then there are better options. Or if you're craving fat, like have an avocado over fries or something like that, you know. There's always better options, but it's just you just kind of need to be smart about food. But yeah, the hardest part is food. Like as they say, what you eat is what you become, and it's very true. So what you eat is how you look like. So if you look overweight, if you have bigger belly, if you have this and that, like it's because what you eating is not right. So yeah, that's I think all what I kind of would like to say. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and I kind of give you a peace of mind, or you know, just kind of maybe, I don't know. I just feel there because I thought it is very interesting, because I kind of wanted to see what was going on, like, because I always feel crap if I eat crap. But yeah, so that's it for today's video, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please make sure you give it a like. As I said, if you're new, be sure to subscribe. And also, if you have a feedback for me or anything you want me to discuss, or for any reason, if you want to talk to me, please make sure you leave some comments down below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys, thanks for watching.